day. Today we're going to make these earrings, and we can make these earrings in two ways. I'm going to show you today how it looks with the stud earring. So we're going to make it with like a flat earring inside, and that you can have it wear it like a stud. But you can also make this with just ear hooks if you don't have stud earrings. So I thought it was like a two-way for that, so that if you don't want stud earrings, you can just make them like this. It's a medium project. I won't advise beginners to begin with this. It doesn't need a lot of beads, so if you're a beginner, you want to try it, you can try it. But I won't recommend it as it has a lot of things like very small beads and thread tension and stuff like that. And I don't think that this is a very beginner-friendly project. Nevertheless, if you want to try it, of course try it. I also made a PDF file of these. So if you want a PDF file to go with this video, you can find that in my Etsy shop. And the link of my Etsy shop is down below. And let's start. So the materials you will need. You will need a needle, and I'm using a pony needle in size 10. You will need some Fireline, and I'm using it in 0.50 millimeters, and this is in crystal. You will need something to cut your thread with. You will need some Superduos. You will need 15/0 seed beads. You will need 22 4mm bicones, 6 4mm Czech Facet beads, and you will need a pair of these kind of earrings, and this one has a flat top on the top, so it's flat on the top, and this one is in 4mm, and this side is 12mm. So let's start. Start by threading your needle with about 1 arm span of your thread, and we're going to pick up 6 Superduos. And slide them down. And now we're going through all the beads one more time again. And now we are where the threads meet. And here we're going to make a surgeon's knot. And pull. And now we're going to step up through the next Superduo. Give it a gentle tug. We're going through the next top hole of the next Superduo and pull. And it will look like this. And now we're going to pick up 1 Superduo, and we're going to slide it down. Then we're going through the second hole of the same Superduo. So like this. And it will look like this. Now we're going to repeat that step 3 more times. And it will look like this. So we've added 4 of the Superduos in total. Now we're going to pick up 3 15/0 seed beads. And we're going through the next Superduo. And we're going to do that one more time again. So pick up 3 15/0 seed beads. And go through the next Superduo. And pull. And it will look like this. Now we're going through this Superduo on the second bead. So, or sorry, the second hole. So we're not going through this hole, but we're going through the second hole and pull. Now we're going to pick up 3 Superduos. Like this. And then we're going through the first hole of the second Superduo that we just added. And pull. And then we're going down through the second hole of that Superduo. And pull. And it will look like this. Now we're going to repeat this step 2 more times. So we're going to add 1 set of beads here and 1 set of beads here. Now I've added 3 sets of beads and I'm coming out of this hole. So I didn't went through this hole, but I'm coming out of this hole. And now I'm going up through the Superduo, so that's the next Superduo, like this, and pull. And now we're going through all the 3 seed beads, and I already went through 1 seed bead, so through the next 3 seed beads here, and pull. And now we're going to pick up 3 seed beads. And we're going through the next 3 seed beads. Like this. And pull. Then we're going through the Superduo. So that's the Superduo that is next to the 3 seed beads. And pull. And we're going through the next Superduo. Give it a gentle tug. Now we're going to pick up 3 seed beads. And we're going through the next Superduo. And pull. Now we're going to pick up 1 bicone. And we're going through the next Superduo. We're going to repeat that 1 more time. So I'm going to pick up 1 bicone, but I'm going through the next 2 Superduos. And pull. And then I'm going to repeat this step all around. So I'm going to put 1 Superduo here and, 1 4mm here and 1 4mm here. Then we're going through the 2 Superduos. We're going to add 1 4mm here and 1 4mm here. And here we are going to add the 3 seed beads. So we are coming out of this Superduo because we added the 3 beads here. And now we're going through this Superduo in the second hole in the same direction. So like this. Now we're going to pick up 2 seed beads, 1 bicone and 2 seed beads. And we're going down through this Superduo. So we're going to skip the middle one and we're going down through this Superduo in the second hole. Like this. And pull. Now we're going through the next Superduo. So the second hole of this next Superduo that's in line with the one that we're coming out of, and pull. Pick up 2 seed beads, go through the bicone and pull. Again, pick up 2 seed beads. And now we're going through the second hole here of the Superduo that is in line with the one we just came out of. So we came out of this Superduo, and now we're going to skip the middle one, and we're going through that hole here of the other Superduo and pull. And in this way we form a cross over the Superduos, and it will look like this. Now we're going through the Superduos until we reach this point. So I'm just going to show you how I do that. So I'm going through the Superduos. It can be a little bit of wiggling because there is tension on the beads, which is good. And it really doesn't matter how you do this actually, as long as you get through the beads easily and you don't break any of your beads, it's okay. So it just all depends. Oh, that was my finger. It just all depends on the fact how you can go through the beads as easy as you can. So I went through the beads and I made a loop here. So I went backwards. And now I'm coming out of these 3 seed beads. As I said again, once you reach it to here, it doesn't really matter how you go through the beads, as long as it is fine with you. Then we're going through the next Superduo and pull, and go through the next Bicone. Now we're going to pick up 3 seed beads like this and go through the next Bicone and pull. And now we're going to pick up 1 4mm and we're going through the next Bicone and pull. And it will look like this. And now we're going to pick up the middle part here. I'm going to show you on the earring. So we're going to pick up the middle part here. So we're going to use 1 4mm Czech bead here in a different direction. So what we're going to do, we're going to pick up 1 seed bead and 1 Czech bead, 1 4mm and 3 seed beads. Like this. And you're going to slide them all the way down. And it will look like this. And then we're going back up through the 4mm and through the Czech bead and pull. Pick up 1 seed bead and go through the next Bicone and pull. And now we're going to gently secure this. So you're going to place your finger on the beads and gently pull. Don't pull too hard because you can break your thread on the Swarovski, but you're just going to give it a gentle tug and make sure that these form a nice point here. And then we're just going to do the same. We're going to pick up 1 4mm Czech bead, go through the next Bicone, and then we're going to pick up 3 seed beads and we're going through the next Bicone. Pull, and it will look like this. Now what you're going to do is you're going to reach through the beads. So you're coming out of this bead and you're going through the Superduos, the seed beads, the 2 Superduos and the seed beads here until you reach this middle seed bead. So that's the middle seed bead above the Superduo. So this 15-0 middle seed bead. So I've reached the middle seed bead and now we're going to pick up 6 seed beads. And we're going through that same seed bead that we're coming out of. And pull. And it will look like this. And now we're going through all the seed beads and all the Superduos on the side again until we come out of the bicone. So your goal is to go through the seed beads on the side, so through the seed beads here, then the two Superduos, the seed beads here, the Superduo, and through the bicone. So I'm coming out of the bicone here, so this bicone, and then we're going through the next 3 seed beads and pull. Now we're going to pick up 5 seed beads like this, and now we're going through the next check bead here and give it a gentle tug. Now we're going to pick up 1 seed bead, 1 bicone, and 2 seed beads, and we're going down through this bicone like this and pull. Now we're going through the beads, so that's the beads that are on the bottom. So that are these seed beads on the bottom here. And then we're going up through the next bicone and pull. Give it a gentle tug. Pick up 2 seed beads, 1 bicone, and 1 seed bead, and go through the check bead here. And it will look like this. Then we're going to pick up 5 more seed beads, and then go through the seed beads that are on the side here like this. Going to rearrange them a little bit so that when I pull they are all straight. And then we're going through the beads until we reach this point. And I'm just going to show you as it is such a little piece. Like this. Now I'm going up through next 2 seed beads and pull. And I'm going to make a knot loop. So I'm going to stick my needle inside and then I'm going to pull. I'm going with my needle through the loop that I made with the thread in that way. Give it a gentle tug so that you are sure that you are in between the beads. Gently pull. And then we're going through the next seed bead and the next Superduo. Can need a little bit of wiggling, just be careful. And pull. And I'm going to end in the Superduo and the next few seed beads. And it doesn't matter if you can do it in one time or not. Just pull. Give it a gentle tug, make sure that all the beads are lying the way you want them, and then you're going to cut your thread. Now what you can do is that you can make the choice to make it like this. So you can make it as an you can choose between an ear hook, or you're going to choose between this kind of earring. What I'm going to do, if you want an ear hook on it, you can stop now. You can make another one and just attach a ring and an ear hook on it, and you will have it like this. But I'm going to show you now how you can also make this. But first you're going to make another one of this, so you're going to cut your thread, you're going to make another one, and then I'm coming back to you. Okay, we're going to make the top of the earring now. We're going to pick up one Superduo and one seed bead, and we're going to do that until we have 6 seed beads and Superduos on. So like this. And I need one more seed bead. So like this, and slide them down. And then we're going through all the beads one more time again. So just go through the beads. Make sure that you don't skip, accidentally skip the seed beads, because that will make them lay sideways. Now we're at the point where the threads meet, and there we're going to make a surgeon's knot. Give it a gentle tug. Like this. Now we're going to step up through the next seed bead and the next Superduo and pull. And again, give it a gentle tug. Now we're going to pick up 2 seed beads, 1 4mm bicone and 2 seed beads, like this. And now we're going through this Superduo, so we're coming out of this Superduo and we're going through this Superduo that's on the opposite side. Oh. And pull. Give it a gentle tug. And then we're going to pick up 2 seed beads and we're going through the bicone and pull. And we're going to pick up 2 more seed beads and we're going through that same Superduo that we just went through. So the first Superduo that we went through to make the star with the bicone and pull. And it will look like this. Now we're going through the next seed bead that is in between the Superduos and pull. And we're going to step up through the next Superduo. Now we're going to pick up 4 seed beads. And we're going through the next Superduo and pull. And now you're going to repeat that all around. So 4 seed beads in between all the Superduos. So now I've added all the seed beads and I'm going through the next 3 seed beads and pull. Now we're going to pick up one of the works that we just made. And we're going to pull on it so that the 2 seed beads the 2 top seed beads are on the top. We're going to pick up 2 seed beads and I'm going to lay more work like this so that you can see it better. And then I'm going through those top 2 seed beads. So I'm coming out of the 3rd seed bead and I'm going through the top 2 seed beads here of the row of 6 and pull. And then we're going to pick up 2 more seed beads. And I'm going through the 2 middle seed beads. And take your time. Like this. And pull. So now you can see that we have a loop of 6 here and we've made a loop of 8 here. And now we're going through the loop of 8 again. So we're going to reinforce all the beads that we just added and pull. And it will look like this. now we're going through the next seed bead and the next Superduo and pull. With your needle and your thread, just go through the beads, so we're not going through any beads but in between the beads here to make it to the other side. So just through the beads here. And then we're going to turn our work around. We're coming now out of this Superduo and we're going through this Superduo in the other direction. So we're coming out of it in this direction and we're going through that same Superduo in the second hole in the other direction and pull. And give it a gentle tug. Now we're going through the next seed bead. So that's the seed bead in between the Superduos and pull. We're going to pick up 5 Superduos, 5 seed beads. Always get those mixed up. So 5 seed beads. And then we're going through that next seed bead that is in between the Superduos. So we're coming out of this one and we're going through this one. And pull. And now we're going up through the next seed bead, so the first seed bead here, and pull. And now we're going to pick up 4 seed beads. And we're going through the next seed bead here in between the Superduos. And it can need a little bit of wiggling. Going to slide them down first. Sorry, I had to do that off camera because the knot in between the Superduos was in front of the hole of the seed bead. So I picked up the 4 seed beads and went through this seed bead, and now I'm going to go up through the next seed bead and pull. Give it a gentle tug. And now we're going to do just the same. So we're going to pick up 4 seed beads and we're going through this seed bead, then go up through 1 seed bead, and we're going to do it all around. And when we're ready to add the last row of that, I'm going to come back to you. Now we're ready to add the last row, and this time we're going to pick up 3 seed beads. And we're going down through that last seed bead and the middle seed bead here of the work. So this is the last seed bead and pull, and then through that seed bead that is in between those Superduos. And the beads are very slippery today somehow, so I'm not going through the beads as easily as I normally do. And pull. And now we're going back up through the next 2 seed beads. So those are, the next seed bead, because that is on top of the seed bead that we're coming out of, and pull. Give it a gentle tug. And now we're going up through the next 2 seed beads. So like this, so that's the middle 3. So we're going through the next 2 seed beads and pull. Now we're going to place our earring in. and it will look like this. And we're going to need to hold it while we bead. So however you do that, that is up to you. But that is the idea. You can also just wiggle it in while you're beading, just what you like. We're going to pick up one seed bead and we're going through the next middle seed bead of the next row of 3 that is sticking out. So that's the row of 5, but it's the middle one of the 3 that is sticking out. So we're going through that seed bead and pull. And make sure that your earring is staying in. So normally what I do is I lay it down and I hold my work, and then I'm just going to go all around. So I'm picking up one seed bead, and then I'm going, it's very hard to film this and look at it at the same time. Let's see, maybe if I hold it like this, I can show you and I can still hold it. Come on. Stay in you. Like this. So I'm holding it and then I'm going, I'm picking up one seed bead and then I'm going through the next seed bead. So that's this seed bead and I'm giving it a gentle pull. And you're going to do it all around, and I'm going to do it off camera because it isn't working like this. And I'm going to do it all around, and then when you're at the end, I'm going to show you how you can close it up. And now it will look like this. So we've added all the beads, and what we're now just going to do is we're going through all those middle seed beads that we just added. So we're going to step up through the next middle seed bead and the next one after that, and we're going to go through all those beads. So through all 6 of them. And I'm having a knot in my loop, of course. And just give it a gentle tug. And just go through all those beads. Give it a gentle tug. And then you're going to go through them about 2 more times to make it all secure. If you can go through them just 1 more time because of the size of the beads, you can also leave it at 1 more time. And then I'm going to come back to you to show you how you tie this off. Okay, now we're ready to tie it off. So I'm coming out of one of the seed beads, and it really doesn't matter out of which one. But what we're going to do, as we just came out of one of the middle ones, we're just going to go underneath the beadwork. So we're going underneath and over the Superduo under the beadwork that we just closed, and pull. And then we're going through the Superduo. So I'm going through it in the second hole and pull. And then I'm going through the top hole of the Superduo, like this. And now we're going to tie off here in the seed beads. So I already went through the first seed bead, and we're going through the second one also, and pull. And now we're going to make a knot loop. So just like we did before, making a knot loop in between the beads, give it a gentle tug. It really doesn't have anything to hold as we went through the beads so many times. So then we're going through the next few seed beads, the Superduo, and through the next few seed beads. And then you're ready to cut your thread. And when you cut your thread, you are going to make the second earring, and then you have a pair. So if you make 2, you will have a pair. I'm going to make the one with this one later, because I don't have a lot of time today, so I'm just going to make this one for the video. But I already made this one in purple. So I really hope that you like this tutorial. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this tutorial. Subscribe to my channel, follow me on Facebook, and we'll see you the next time. Bye, have a nice day!